I'm Marie from Humblebee and Me, and today I am sharing a bee bettering of a shimmery body oil formulation that I shared almost exactly 4 years ago back in July of 2017. So this bee bettered version I am calling Summer Glow Body Oil, and it is a big step up from the 2017 version. As a side note, if you are not familiar with my Be Better series, I will link to a video that explains more about that in the description box below this video. Now, the basic structure of a body shimmer oil is fairly simple. Oil plus shimmer. So, some sort of an oil that you like, a liquid oil generally speaking, plus a mica that you like. So the basic concept is pretty simple, but there are quite a few ways that we can really level up that simple oil shimmer combo to create something that is a truly high quality cosmetic. One challenge that you can encounter with body oils is that they can be quite oily because they are almost entirely oil. And that can be really lovely, but I know for myself in the summer, I'm usually looking for things that are a bit lighter. And so to that end, the bulk of the liquid emollients in this formulation is C12 to 15 alkyl benzoate, which is an ultralight, super silky, powdery finish, gorgeous emollient. And so that ensures that this body oil is feather light to the touch and just dries down really quickly. Another challenge with body shimmer oils is that the mica can settle out. Because it is insoluble over time, it tends to just kind of go all flat and just sit at the bottom of the bottle that you put it in, and then you have to really give it a good shake every time you use it. So with this formulation, the inclusion of polyamide 3 thickens the formulation to the degree that the mica is not just gonna go as time goes by. Towards the end of the video, I do have a little demo, a couple side-by-sides, so you can see kind of how much it'll settle out when left completely undisturbed, but it's really not very much. It's like a millimeter of oil at the top of the mixture. So a major improvement over nothing at all for sure. And then the last challenge with the body shimmer oil is that shimmer doesn't necessarily stay on your body. If you've ever body shimmer oiled yourself up and then perhaps gone and sat on a piece of furniture or worn your favorite pair of white shorts, you might have noticed that those things also became shimmery, which was probably not what you were going for. So another awesome characteristic of polyamide 3 is that it has rub-off resistance, or it contributes rub-off resistance to our formulations. So the polyamide 3 is really doing a 1-2 punch deal in this formulation, where it is both gelling the emollient, oily, lovely, lightweight base so that the mica stays all floaty instead of getting all at the bottom, but it's also helping keep the shimmer oil on your body and not on your couch. As always, if you would like to learn more about this formulation, if you would like to check out the 2017 version that inspired this, if you'd like to learn more about the formulation decisions, the ingredients I've used, information on substitutions, scaling, shelf life, links to places to buy all the ingredients, just heaps of extra good stuff, please make sure you are reading the full partner blog post linked in the description box below. I know I go on and on about this all the time, but it really does have great information down there, and I can tell from the questions I get that a lot of people don't read it. So here I am banging on my please read the blog post drum again, sorry. But yeah, let us go get our summer shimmer goodness on. We'll begin by combining the ingredients for our heated phase in this beaker. So in this little beaker, I've already got our thickening agent. So you can see those kind of clear little blobs down there. That is polyamide 3, 2.2 grams of it. To that, we're going to add 16 grams of C12 to 15 alkyl benzoate and 15.32 grams of apricot kernel oil. So this right here is the base of our shimmer oil. Just give that a quick stir together, and all you'll really see of the polyamide 3 is a bunch of little bubbles. See those little bubbles? Each of those is a little blob of the polyamide 3. So to melt the polyamide 3 into the base, I find I have the most success with direct dry heat. So depending on what your melting vessel is, you can put it in the oven at about 200 degrees Fahrenheit on a cookie sheet to melt through. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go put this beaker right on my stovetop. I have a glass top stove, and I'm going to put it on at a very low heat, just within the simmer marking of the knob. And I will be using my infrared thermometer zappy to keep an eye on it and make sure it doesn't get much beyond 80 to 85 degrees Celsius, and stirring as I go until you don't see any little air bubbles left, indicating that all of the polyamide 3 has melted. Once all the polyamide 3 has melted and you don't see any of those little tiny bubbles floating around, you can remove the oil from the heat. And now it just needs to cool. So this isn't a really fussy thing. I'm just going to be coming back and giving this a stir, I don't know, every couple minutes until it has noticeably thickened. And then we can add our cool down ingredients, and that's that. So yeah, I'll be back when this has thickened up, but while the camera is off, I will be coming back and giving this a stir every now and then, yeah, as it cools. So see you later. All right, so this has cooled down and thickened up a bit. It's not super thick. You know, we are still trying to make this something that you'll definitely recognize as a body oil rather than like a body spread. But there, you get an idea for the viscosity. And I did want to show you a side-by-side with a version made with just apricot kernel oil, no C12-15 alkyl benzoate. And I'm not sure how well it comes across on camera, but I do find that the version made with just apricot kernel oil is a bit thinner. So just be aware that if you are modifying the formulation to use oils or emollients different than the ones that I have used, you may need to adjust the amount of polyamide 3 you are using in order to get the mixture thick enough that the mica stays in suspension. I also want to take a moment to show you some of the earlier versions of this formulation so you can see kind of the amount of settling out to expect. So this was one of the earliest versions. Very obviously that didn't work out great. Quite a lot of separating going on there. Here is another version. You can see quite a lot less settling. And this is the version that we made just now, or we are making just now. So there is a wee bit of separation, but this has been left undisturbed for about 2.5 to 3 weeks, and it's still doing pretty well. So you will get some settling if this is left undisturbed for an extended period of time, but nothing that like a quick shake of the bottle won't fix. And I didn't want to make it much thicker because I did want this to still be oil-like. So our next stage is incorporating our cool down phase. So I'm just going to pop this on our scale here, and our cool down phase is just 3 ingredients. We have vitamin E, our antioxidant. We've got a fragrance of choice, so this one is Sensual Amber from New Directions Aromatics, and then we have our mica. And you can really have a lot of fun here. Choose a mica that you think will really complement your skin tone, or just something fun, something you like. You can blend the micas. Lots of fun to be had here. So I'm going to start with the vitamin E. We're going to need 0.4 grams of that. We'll need 0.08 grams of our fragrance. And if you'd like to use an essential oil instead, please make sure you're reading the blog post. I have linked to some information on making that swap there. Just give that a quick stir. I love the gorgeous silky viscosity that the polyamide 3 gives this mixture. And then for our mica. So for this batch, I'm using Sun-Kissed Shimmer from Humblebee. This was a gift. You can see that this is kind of a nice, warm, bronzy color. I've played with a few different colors as well, and I'll swatch those at the end. So I'm going to need 6 grams of mica. once the mixture is gorgeous and smooth and shimmery, we're ready to package it up. So for packaging, I have chosen this frosted glass bottle from Humblebee. This was a gift. There will almost certainly be leftovers with the batch size and this bottle size, but I really wanted to put this in a frosted glass bottle, and so kind of this is what I had, and so this is what we're doing. Before we wrap up, I wanted to show you how 3 different colors of this swatch and kind of how the micas turned out. So 3 different versions, all with the same base, just the mica and the fragrance are the only thing that are different. So this one is Doubloon Gold from Humblebee. This one uses this Desert Sunbeam from Humblebee, and this uses Suncrest Shimmer, also from Humblebee, all gifted. And so I've got 3 different products here. I'm gonna just shift those aside. I'm just gonna do a little concentrated swatch of each one, which is really not, representative of how you'd wear it to start with. So you can see, pretty yellow. Now this one ended up being quite a bit redder than I think I was expecting it to be more of a brownie red, but it's much more of an iron oxide red. And you can see, yep, very, very red, full show. And then a little bit of the one that we just made, the bronzy one. So if you wanted to, you could certainly try wearing these as highlight, or working off this to create more of a highlight formulation. This could be a really lovely sort of shimmery cream blush. It is really up to you. But when you take a smaller amount of the product, and this is just kind of what was left on my fingers, and you spread it around, it gives just a bit of flush to the skin and a hint of shimmer. I'm gonna swap arms so we get the arm that has a little bit, this is a little cleaner to start with. Now you don't need much, and I'm going with the bronze here as I think the bronze complements my skin tone the best out of these 3 options. Yeah, it just offers like a bit of color and a bit of shimmer, and it is far, far more rub-off resistant than previous versions of body oils, like shimmery body oils I've shared, all thanks to the polyamide 3. And here we are, a gorgeous shimmery bottle of Summer Glow body oil. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and please remember to read the full partner blog post where you can learn more about the formulation decisions that I made to create this body oil, and you can check out the previous 2017 version as well that this is an improvement on. As always, if you need information on substitutions, scaling, shelf life, links to places to purchase all the ingredients, just all that good stuff, make sure you're reading the partner blog post because I have included all that information there. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you have an awesome, summery, shimmery, glowy day, and I'll see you next time.